Hey, my name is Thomas and today I've got this for you. It's the 7Artisans 10mm f2.8 full-frame fisheye lens. This is a lens that covers your full image circle, but still it's a fisheye lens, super wide angle, and it's the version 2, said to be improved about the predecessor. So I'm super eager to find out how good this thing is. Let's have a go. This lens was provided to me by 7Artisans so I can shoot this review video. As always, many thanks for the support to the manufacturer, and also I put a lot of sample photos into my review so you can see the true optical quality of the lens for yourself and see if you like it or not. So in your hand this is a pretty massive lens for a fisheye, but again it's a 10mm and it comes with a massive felt. There's felt in this metal lens cap that just slides on with quite a resistance, so it will never come off unnoticed. Of course, this lens won't take front filters, which is typical for fisheye lenses. It will cover around 180 degrees in the corners. So it's not possible to make a filter for this. The focusing is very smooth. And as you see, it's fully internal. Focus is down to 15 centimeters, and that's measured from here, so you get really close. That's nice. And it's got the typical 7Artisans aperturing that does not have any click stops. I think for a fisheye lens it doesn't really matter. You can basically set it to any aperture. You still have to focus, by the way. If it's f2.8, it's kind of demanding to focus actually. You think they have such a huge depth of field, but no, it really needs a precise focus so you see the true quality of the lens. But once you stop down to 8 or 11, then focusing is very simple. The focus ring, as you see, is mounted up there's a distance between the aperture ring, and the mount. So you think it looks like a lens that's also available for DSLR cameras, that have a longer flange distance. But if you look in here, you see that the rear lens element sits pretty close to the flange. So it's a real mirrorless design, which is nice. And it's a fully manual lens, doesn't have any contacts. So if you're shooting a camera with IBIS, make sure that you set the focal length of your camera in the camera menu to match the 10mm of the lens. Otherwise, the IBIS won't work properly. Overall, it's really nice made lens, really heavy, all metal construction, as you're used from 7Artisans, so that's a good thing. And now some depth of field. You start to see why these super wide fisheye lenses are cool. And because it's not a circular fisheye, it covers the full frame. It doesn't jump in your face every single time. You can take cool pictures, but they don't look too overdone, if you know what I mean. So you can use this lens much more often than a circular fisheye, which is really nice. And by the way, I don't know how the version 1 of this lens performed. I never tried it, but this new one, the version 2, it's really sharp at all apertures for what you're doing with it. So that's nice. One thing that's typical for 7Artisans lenses is they don't have the hard stop at infinity. So even when I'm shooting infinity, I still have to focus myself like, let's try it. Yeah, well, it sits at infinity. That's really nice. So you can just set it there and then it's focused, but you see you can focus further down. And again, at open aperture, you see the difference between here and here. So be careful with your focusing. Once you stop down to f8, it doesn't matter, of course. So we've got the shot. Just for fun, I'm gonna do a brick wall shot. This is not a real sharpness test with a fisheye lens, because you will see from here, like, I've got the whole house on it, and also the lake over there and the street over there. And even from here, I've got the sides of the walls completely in the frame, and in the corners even more, and up there, yeah. You can't do a brick wall shot, but in all real world situations, you will see that this lens is plenty sharp at every aperture, and depth of field is the only thing why you want to stop down or open the aperture. Oh, manual focus. 15 centimeters. Oh my god. Okay. Let's try out close focus. As I said, 15 centimeters from here, and I'm trying to take a picture of this leaf. Oh my god. This? If I do it like this, this is it. Yes, you're in it, but in the bokeh. There's quite a lot of background blur at f2.8 with a 10mm lens at this sort of distance. But yeah, you get really close, and that's very nice. Very creative possibilities. One thing I notice with these lenses, like a fisheye lens or any other special purpose lens, you first think, yeah, I'm not going to use it that often, but then you try it out and you see a lot of creative, crazy stuff that you can do, and it gets very inspiring in a way. So that I love about this lens. It inspires you to try out new things. This lens has got a 10-bladed aperture, and the aperture stars are well defined and beautiful, like with most manual focus lenses. Time for the verdict. Fisheye lenses are always something special. It's not like your go-to lens. It's not an everyday lens. It's a specialty lens. So it's really nice that you have all these third-party manufacturers making them at an affordable price. And this one really has good optical quality. Again, I don't know the version 1 from my own experience, but this version 2 is really very, very good. I guess it's also really good on really high megapixel cameras. And I do think that a full-frame fisheye like this is a bit more versatile than a circular fisheye, but you can't really compare these two. Also, you have to see if you maybe want a rectangular wide-angle lens instead, but sometimes the fisheye looks even more natural, you know, it doesn't distort so much in the corners at some motives. It really depends on what you're doing. For architecture, maybe not so good, but in nature, I found the fisheye very versatile. And this 7Artisans lens, it has a great optical quality, very nice mechanical quality. It's a bit heavy maybe if you ask me, but I guess that's part of the game with these specifications. So overall, I can just highly recommend it. So that's it for today. I hope you found this interesting, maybe even useful. If you've got any questions or comments, write something in the comment section below. I love to read all your comments and I will happily answer every single one of them. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It's a real great support. Many, many thanks again. So have a great time, live long and prosper, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.